Once upon a time, there was a lonely old woodcarver named Geppetto. He had no children and always wished for a son of his own. One day, he carved a wooden puppet from a piece of pine and named it Pinocchio. That night, as Geppetto slept, a kind blue fairy appeared. Touched by his pure heart, she cast a spell on the wooden puppet, giving Pinocchio the ability to move and speak like a real boy. The fairy said, "To become a real boy, you must prove yourself brave, truthful, and unselfish." She also sent a little cricket named Jiminy to be his conscience and guide him on the right path. Geppetto was overjoyed. He sold his only coat to buy Pinocchio books and sent him to school. But on his way there, Pinocchio was tricked by two sly characters, Honest John the Fox and Gideon the Cat. Instead of going to school, he sold his books to buy a ticket to see the puppet show run by the wicked Stromboli. Because Pinocchio could move without strings, he became the star of the show, earning Stromboli a great deal of money. But when the show was over, Stromboli locked him in a cage. Crying in regret, Pinocchio wished he had listened to Geppetto. The blue fairy appeared again and asked why he hadn't gone to school. Pinocchio lied, and with every lie, his nose grew longer and longer. Ashamed, he confessed the truth. The fairy forgave him and made his nose normal again, but warned, "This is your last chance." Escaping Stromboli, Pinocchio was once again deceived by the fox and the cat, who lured him to Pleasure Island, a place with no rules, where children could play and misbehave all day. But it was a trap. Every lazy, naughty child there turned into a donkey to be sold to the mines. Pinocchio began growing donkey ears and a tail. Terrified, he and Jiminy escaped the island. When he finally returned home, Pinocchio was heartbroken to learn that Geppetto had gone out to sea to look for him, and had been swallowed by a giant whale named Monstro. Without hesitation, Pinocchio bravely dove into the ocean to save his father. Inside the whale's belly, he found Geppetto still alive but weak. Thinking quickly, Pinocchio built a big fire. The smoke made Monstro sneeze so hard that it blew them both out to freedom. Angry, the whale chased them. Pinocchio used all his strength to push Geppetto to safety in a cave, but he was struck by a huge wave and lost consciousness. When he awoke, Pinocchio found himself lying in bed. To his surprise, his wooden limbs were gone. He was now a real boy. The blue fairy had seen his bravery and selflessness and rewarded him with life. Overwhelmed with joy, Geppetto hugged his son tightly. From that day on, Pinocchio became a kind, honest, and loving boy. Moral of the story: the tale of Pinocchio teaches a powerful lesson about honesty and responsibility. Lying leads to bad consequences, just as Pinocchio's nose grew each time he lied. It also reminds children of the importance of being dutiful, valuing education, listening to good advice, and having the courage to sacrifice for those they love.